All right, welcome to Beyond Soup, where I put up all sorts of stuff. Today we have an Audiosource Model Pre-1 stereo preamplifier. If you guys don't know what a preamp is, in this particular situation, a preamp is kind of like a hub. And what it does is it increases the electrical signal for your amplifiers. So anyway, I just wanted to show you how this unit is functioning. I've got it connected to my amplifier, and then I also have it connected to my CD player through the auxiliary slash video 1 input. There's something going on with the CD video 2 input. It works, but the LED light is not turning on, and I'll show you that in a second. But anyway, let's go ahead and show you what this preamp is all about. Again, this is Audiosource Pre-1. Let's turn it on and play our music and connect it to our auxiliary input. Okay, so back to a preamp. So as I mentioned, a preamp in this situation is more like a hub where you can connect all your devices or many of your devices, including like a turntable, a tuner, a tape player in this situation, a CD player, or any other auxiliary type of product, and you connect it to this unit, and then that in turn, this in turn connects to your amplifier, where you may have limited processing, or all it is a plain old amp. Then you'll need a preamp to be able to do some additional controls, or as well as basic controls. In this situation, this audio source has a bass, a mid, and a treble adjustment capability. So what you're feeding into your amplifier is already something that's processed. Again, one of the things that a preamp does is, again, for this situation, it gathers the different sources, and then it increases the electrical signal that you're feeding into it, so your amplifier can better amplify the audio of of the signal. Anyway, what I was saying about this unit is that it does switch over between the different sources, and as you can see there, it lights up. And then I've got my CD connected to the auxiliary input, so it's increasing the signal and then being able to play that music. But on this one, it doesn't actually switch it over to CD. Or there you go, something happened there. But um, although it's not lighting up, it actually, in this situation here, I can connect it. and there's audio. The LED, the LED light, oh, it's kind of working or not working there. Sometimes it flashes, sometimes it doesn't. But as you see, that light is intermittent so far. For the most part, it wasn't working for me. So if I switch over to tuner and I go back, it is turning on, but it's not turning this one off. There you go. It's somewhat working, I guess. But that is what's going on with this particular unit. The light is intermittent so far, but it does, the audio and everything else does work on it. This preamp also has a sub filter and a bass EQ that increases the output. It's also got your switch here for recording purpose. So if you are recording from, let's just say, your phono, your tuner, or a different tape, or any of the sources that you're finding here, you can record from it. It's got a balance control between left and right, as I was demonstrating there, and then obviously your volume control, so you can control your volume. You can control your volume from here because it's increasing the gain going to the amplifier. Anyway, some specs on this particular unit. The frequency response is 10 hertz to 100 kilohertz. Signal to noise ratio of 0.008%. Tone controls, the bass is plus or minus 12 dB. The mid is plus or minus 6 dB. And the treble is plus or minus 12 dB. The subsonic filter, which is this button here, it's hard to hear it because we're only playing it through small speakers, but it's got a subsonic filter of 4 dB at 15 hertz, and then the bass EQ is a plus 7 dB at 50 hertz. So here's what it looks like in the back of this thing. Let's try to turn it around so you can see the multiple inputs that you have. You have the switch for MC and MM for your phono. You've got your tuner, your auxiliary input, your CD input that we're playing through, and then you've got your tape for recording, tape 1 and tape 2. And then you've got 2 different outputs, so you could connect it to 2 different like amps or amplifiers if you wanted to. So there's 1, 2, and then you've got your 2 additional switches. So if you've got additional components that you want to power up, you could use this as a plug. All right. Otherwise, as far as physical condition, this thing is in pretty good shape. Besides the intermittent light that pops up here, right now it's working. I don't know how it's working. It wasn't working earlier, like that. Now it's not working, but again, the audio for it does work. So as you can see, all right, so you can hear that it is working. Anyway, it's got a couple of scuffs, one here, and then mostly on kind of like the edge. Otherwise, that is pretty much it for this Audiosource Pre-1 stereo preamplifier. If you liked the video, hope you did, please give it a thumbs up and possibly join the channel. That's Beyond Soup, where I put up all sorts of stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.